support our work, please sign up and help us. Just the cost of a coffee. You can support us at www.urbanscoop.news/support us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Gordon Singh, and welcome to the Presenter Series New Era! I want to thank you all for coming. I know it's a busy time of the year, I know it's Easter, a lot of people are on holiday, taking the kids away, spending time with their family and friends, but it's very important that you've all come here tonight. I've got a film to show you tonight, which is going to absolutely blow your mind. It's going to show you the ins and outs of what I'm actually doing right now. I'm not only just doing documentaries, we're going out and doing live stings. I'm going to show you how these live stings are orchestrated, put together, and then executed with a highly, highly intelligent team around me. But before that, I want to talk about May the 16th. Last September, you saw me and my team that I'm part of Urban Scoop United Kingdom bring millions and millions of people to central London. We changed the whole political landscape of this country. You may be feeling a little bit down and out right now with everything that's happening in this political and social atmosphere of Great Britain. Every single day we pick up the news and we're absolutely gutted about the things we read, where you're losing out and our money's being given away to others. Before we go into the documentary, I want to play you a little promo for May the 16th. Ethan, take it away.
Central London, that's our background. Last September, United Kingdom and Urban Scoop brought millions and millions of people to Central London. One voice, 4 nations. We all came together to fight against the evil tyranny of that bastard in there. This time we have the whole of Whitehall. We've got TV screens over 70 metres going down to Parliament Square to Trafalgar Square. We are no longer meeting at Hyde Park. There's a meeting this Saturday. After that, full detail will be given to you. But in the meantime, we're expecting way larger figures than what we had last September. So book your hotels, book your taxis, book your coaches, book everything you need to get booked, and get it booked now so you do not miss out on the largest event the world has probably ever seen. There's also a new website that's out now, UTK. Head over to Tony's X account, all the details are there. You're definitely not going to miss this time all the speakers of the day, the main man himself, Tom Robinson, that will be back with us very shortly. My name's Gordon Singh, I'm going to be there. I'll catch you there as well.
Please can I urge you to show your support for our work now and into the future by visiting urbanscoop.news/support-us. Any contributions, big or small, go a long way in our continued work. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to introduce to you the first piece of the work that has been brought forward by myself with sponsorship from Predhunters.com and ongoing support from urbanscoop.news. This whole business, this whole thing that I'm doing started with a young girl right there called Kira. And Kira is the sole reason she is responsible for bringing down the amount of paedophiles, rapists, etc. that I have done. We're moving at a scale that I've never moved before. In the last 6 months, in the last month, I've created more content than I have done in the last 6 months, and that is due down to the support of Predhunter.com and urbanscoop.news. Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new era.
He's asked for news.
We have more cases in Rochdale with paedophilia than anyone else in the country. Last year there were 64 men on bail in Rochdale alone. The guy who standing for the Labour Party is the very same guy who gave the grooming gang in Liverpool brought character reference. We don't do or face any justice who are turning a blind eye here in Rochdale or anywhere else in the UK.
Go, you have to go. Bro, you have to go. Step outside the vehicle, please, mate. You're on the 6th of the rest.
extremist Muslims talking shit.
We are here to stay. Like I said, we're not here to take part. We're here to take part.
You'll fight on your own, is it?
It was a short president.
How far would you let the fight go? Is it just till he gets knocked out, or carry on afterwards?
Yeah, we can just carry on.
Today we're going to be discussing Prince Hunter, the new era. Now what we're basically doing over the coming months is I've put together a team of decoys that are going to be trawling the internet for these sick perverts so we can go out and live sting them. And today's episode is going to be all about that, and it's also going to be for educational purposes, for parents at home to be able to see what actually these sick perverts get up to online and how they actually groom your children. So it's something for them to keep an eye out for as well. Today, a group of Sikh decoys have invited me to Birmingham as they've got a case that they wanted me to get involved with. This sick individual, an elderly Muslim man from the north of England, has been on the internet showing himself and showing his true self to a 15-year-old Sikh decoy. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. And welcome to another episode of the Prince Hunter. Now recently, a Sikh organisation in the Midlands came to me because they had been doing some decoy work online, some excellent work I will say as well, and they have come across a sick individual that's been exposing himself and exposing what his religion is actually about to a 15-year-old Sikh decoy on the internet. Now here with me, I have one of the decoy's teams who was present during the conversation this adult Muslim male was having with this young girl. So I'd like to introduce Jay. Jay, thank you very much for having me here today. Can you give me a little bit of history about yourself and why you're actually here doing all of this yourself?
So I've been involved in several different organisations where we're protecting our body. I know the systems of any background where people are abusing them or grooming them. This situation was kind of on the spot. We've been talking about it for a few weeks and we want to start this as a project. We have Snapchat account which has been there for a while, logged in, and boom, within like about 5-6 minutes, random men started contacting us on the account, and it just started from there. It was like, we can actually plan this one as a plan sting. It happened and that's this happened a few days ago. It's the goal that we wanted.
What actually brought you to myself doing?
So, with the organisation I work with, Sikh Army, our just contacts with him, this year with the separate circles that he was aware of the work he do, and then he approached himself and obviously no experience in it.
I feel honoured what you've actually asked me, and it's not just the fact that it's a Sikh organisation that's asked me to make me feel proud, but regardless, I mean, we don't discriminate. The first person I went after in my documentary series was actually half Indian, half Sikh. Regardless of race, religion, we'll always go after them, you know what I mean? So tell me a little bit about this individual.
He's displaying as an MD online. He's from Manchester and he's 27, I believe.
The pictures don't look 27.
No, he looks a lot older.
They look 57.
He sounds older as well. It's displays MD from Hashim Mohammed, but he hasn't sort of confirmed that. And very quick in the conversation, the people have made it apparent he's 15.
I understand it may be quite hard to do this because some of the language that's involved, like the evidence that you guys have shared with me, is quite extreme. But if you can, share with viewers some of the things that he has been saying.
He sort of likes to decoy and make her happy, and he elaborated how you make her happy. He's asked for news, pictures of some private areas. He's then shared himself, exposing on a video call.
Can you elaborate what he did on the video?
He exposed his penis and he went on to do the sexual activities.
He masturbated.
Yeah, he masturbated basically. He's then gone to ask for, in his own words, kind of pictures of your PSSY and other pictures of her being pretty topless and stuff. And so he's been made aware that she's 15 and he's sort of then said, oh, please keep this sort of secret because I might get in trouble. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He's just a sick man.
From the work that you've done previously in the past with Sikh Army, how dangerous do you think this individual is?
Very. because he knows exactly how this child is. And he also knows now the background of the child. She's from the Sikh background. That's not been an issue for him. And he's furthermore going to sort of mention on the second or third day, I think it was, we can get married and we can go to Scotland because the rules are different there. You get married at 16. And also the other thing he used was money to try and entice the decoy. He said, oh, I'll pay how much do you want? So he's like kind of gifting a bride and a child, isn't it? And he also even then went to the extent to say, I can come to your house because the child's portrait that she's from a single family and everyone works nights. So he was literally trying to get in there and use it because he knew she was vulnerable. That she had no brothers, sisters, no father.
And just to confirm the real age of the decoy.
19, I believe.
But she's an adult.
Yeah,
Sorry.
everyone finds it as adults. He's further than confirmed in his faith that he's not kind of doing anything wrong because once the girl's on her period, she has to menstruate, sexual activity is okay.
Yeah, he's grooming and he's trying to legitimise the paedophile comments and attitude.
I think he's even mentioned the age of if you came in a period at 7 or 8, that this will be okay.
Yes, should have been that description. My previous documentary that I made, Ali Dawah, that goes quite into detail about rules and regulations around Islam and all the rest of it. But, so it seems like he's quite a disgusting individual. How far are you with basically getting to that point where you think that he'll be travelling down or he'll be travelling up to interview?
So he was, to be honest, ready to meet at that first initial conversation, but we couldn't do that just because of timings. By next week, which is going to be a week and a half when we first spoke to him, I think we'll meet him.
So if it's all right with you then, I'll get a couple of my security guys together and you guys from the CCOM can attend as well, because I think you've got a lot more in-depth intelligence and information regarding this case than myself, because you've been dealing with it. Once we do actually attend the location where this sick predator will be, I'll be getting my security to place him under a citizen's arrest due to his pizza criminal comments that he's been making towards a 15-year-old decoy on the internet, and from there we can basically read him his rights. CCOM can be there present and you can go through the reason why we're putting him under a civil arrest. We can bring the police, I can give him a right to reply, and then from there hopefully CCOM and the press working together will have a conviction of that. Thank you so much for having me in the beautiful Goodfire here. I feel absolutely honoured that you guys have brought me in to help you. I can assure you that whatever you guys need from me in the future, you'll always have my support every single time. God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are on our way up to Rochdale in Manchester because what I wanted for this film is for it to be educational for parent purposes as well. So they know what to look out for when their children are on the internet, if there are any signs of grooming or anything. You know, use the documentaries as a prevention tool. And also, I'm just going to show you a few of the channels out there people that can help. I mean, obviously in my community, I've just seen what people are doing today. Seek Harvey, Seek Helpline, and also a good friend of ours, 5 months, from Seek Awareness Society. But these individuals do help victims of grooming and their families from all religions or cultures, not just Sikhs. But there are other people out there as well. And a good friend of mine is Billy. Now, Billy runs an organisation called PAG UK, Parents Against Grooming. So we're going to head to Rochdale and we're going to get him to give the parents at home a little bit of advice about the signs of what they need to watch out for when it comes to your child potentially being groomed. We're at PAG UK, Rochdale with Disability. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, so the set Parents Against Grooming in the UK about 7 years ago. I mean, I've been campaigning for the last 20, but we was really concerned that you go to the police station, you're getting turned away to 101, you go to report abuse and they're saying everyone in 101. St Mary's had something like an 8-month, 9-month waiting. St Mary's is the Red Crisis Centre in Manchester, I think we were dropped there. The council is 8 months, 12 months before you get into a court for counselling for being a survivor. So what I said is I can put all them problems, I'll find myself a new home building, I'll do without any of their funding, and we'll open the door, and we'll have, if the survivor walks in, we'll have them in front of the police within 24 hours, and we'll have them in counselling by the end of the week.
Can we keep the noise down and have a film, please? Thank you.
I think it's fine, mate.
So that's what this place was about. Then it evolved a little bit. We did some research and we realised 90% of those on addiction and living on the streets and living in poverty and so on are struggling from childhood trauma. So I decided to do a little bit